You're watching your own potential die in real time. And do you want to know what the most terrifying thing about all this is? One day you just wake up and realise that you don't even feel like yourself anymore. And I know because I've lived, and it's a horrible way to live. Your body feels heavier, your mind feels noisier, your confidence feels weaker, and your money just stresses you out even if you're making it. And the worst part is, nobody around you even notices because you still go to work, still smile, still post online like your life's hunky-dory, but internally you feel disconnected from yourself and your own life. And that quiet frustration right there, that's the part that's slowly destroying you, because deep down you know that this isn't the man that you were supposed to become. You know you got so much more inside you, and that thought hits so much harder when you sat there alone, especially at night. Especially when the distractions stop and you decide to finally put your phone down, because silence exposes everything. The excuses, the inconsistency, the habits, the standards that you slowly let collapse. And honestly, I think the most painful feelings in the world is probably secretly just disappointing yourself for years after years after years, days, weeks, months, years, pretending that everything's okay. And that's what you're doing, functioning externally and falling apart internally. On the inside out, you say that you're stressed, but half of the time you're not even stressed. You're just grieving that version of yourself that you've abandoned. So I need you to really hear that again, what I've just said again, because that's what this video is really about. You know you're capable of more discipline, more confidence, more money, more energy, more happiness, but your current habits and routines and systems don't match that at all. And that disconnect creates that internal suffering, and then you start coping instead of confronting it. That looks like scrolling, comfort eating, porn, prostitutes, weed, drugs, sniff, drink, constant dopamine, anything except from sitting with yourself long enough to admit you're becoming someone that you don't even respect. And that truth hurts. But that's good, because it should hurt, because people don't just suddenly ruin their lives dramatically. They drift quietly. One ignored workout at a time, one broken promise at a time, one wasted evening at a time when you could have been doing some income generating activities. And that's why your body matters so much, because your body tells you the truth before your mouth even decides to. That looks like low energy, inflammation, no sharpness, and that's not even aging or anything like that, because your mind feels it as well. You know where you're feeling, where you know that feeling where your brain never switches off properly anymore, and that constant noise, that pressure in your chest and in your head, that low level anxiety always in the background. That's what happens when your nervous system no longer trusts the way that you're living, because your mind knows when your actions are weak. And you can lie to everybody else, keep up fake appearances, but you can't lie to yourself for long enough anyway. That's why your confidence disappears when your discipline disappears. Then your money starts suffering too, because when your body's weak, your mind's chaotic and your nervous system's overloaded, your decisions become emotional. So you procrastinate, you avoid opportunities, avoid conversations, and you stay small. And then you wonder why life feels stagnant, because everything leaks into everything. Body, mind, money. And that's why right now your life probably feels completely out of alignment, and you know it too. That's why you've clicked on this today in the first place. That's why this video feels like a personal attack almost. But honestly, I've been there myself. That's why I can speak with such passion, because there was points in my life where I was addicted to drugs, broke, mentally chaotic, emotionally lost, and hating the man that I see when I look in the mirror. Because looking back, the scariest part wasn't even the drugs. It was the slow drift, the slow normalization of the life that I hated, and the slow acceptance of lower standards that creep into every area of your life. That's what destroys people, not one Hollywood blockbuster catastrophic event. Bad habits, weak routines, chaos, excuses, and eventually you wake up trapped inside a life that you barely recognize. That's why this message matters so much to me, and it should matter to you too, because your future's not built through motivation. Fuck motivation, it's like a sugar rush. Your life's built through repeated standards. The gym matters because it builds self-respect. Discipline matters because it rebuilds your self-trust. And structure matters because it calms your nervous system. And money matters because financial problems ain't doing anybody favours. Everything connects. And the brutal truth is this: you already know exactly what you need to change. You've been needing to change it. You already know what foods are ruining your energy and your physique. You already know the habits that are killing your confidence and your energy. And you already know the routines that are destroying your momentum, physically, mentally, financially, making you feel small. You already know it, but awareness without action just becomes self-hatred. That's why you feel stuck. Not because you lack information, but because you keep betraying yourself. And every betrayal weakens your identity. That's why I push this alignment message so hard, because when your body gets stronger, your mind gets calmer, and your money gets cleaner, and you get some momentum with it, your standards get higher, and you stop feeling so lost, and you start actually feeling alive again, and it's beautiful. You feel present, sharp, happy, at peace, and honestly, you deserve to experience that version of yourself before this life passes you by, because one day all of this ends. And the thought of spending your entire life knowing you could become more, do more, be more, have more, that should absolutely terrify you. So stop waiting to hit rock bottom, stop waiting for another Monday, stop waiting for anxiety, burnout and regret to force you to make a change, and take control willingly today. Train properly, think clearly, handle your finances and raise your standards. Rebuild your body, mind, money before another week, month, year disappears. And if this video hit you in your chest, then good. That means part of you is still alive in there, fighting for more, to do more, be more, have more. So don't ignore it this time. Click the link in the description and go and do the alignment audit. It will take you less than 10 minutes and it will show you exactly where you're at across body, mind, money, and what you need to do to get that positive momentum going again. So I'll see you in the next video. But like I always say, don't bother clicking on the next video if you're not going to click the link in the description and get those tools and resources that have been proven to change lives. So I'll see you in the next video. Let's